Well, good afternoon, YouTube. This is Chuck. It's Monday, April 22nd, 2024. And about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and old Flapjack and I just went for a little walk at the park. And there he is down there. He's panting. He wants to drink water. But figured I'd bring you a quick one. And with a couple things. I got something coming up that I want to tell you about, and I got a little story to tell you. But the something coming up is we're making our first trip up on top of the Mogollon Rim for the season, and we're going to a place that we started going to last year. It's called, and we nicknamed it Westside. And now Kevin and a couple of the other guys are already up there. They went up there today. I have a doctor's appointment first thing in the morning, and so I'll be leaving in the morning and going after my doctor's appointment, going up there with them. And then I've got other doctor stuff on Friday, so I'll have to come back. I'll come back Thursday most likely, and so I can be ready to go to my doctor stuff on Friday. But anyway, the guys are planning on staying up there 4 nights. It looks like there's going to be 4 of us, and the other 3 are already up there. But anyway, I'll obviously take you along and tell you about it. Westside, we just started going there last summer, and we've had some pretty good activity there. It's surprising for a new place, and we actually had contact with an elder there, and I started calling him an elder, and then I started realizing that he told us last summer, he told us he was 80 years old, so that means he's 81 this year. And I'm not sure how old they actually have to be considered an elder in their society, but in our society, he'd obviously be an elder. But he was willing to talk to us, and Kevin's had contact with him 2 or 3 times. And so, and they had the last trip up there last fall, they put on quite a show for him. And so hopefully they'll have some good activity tonight. If you want to see what the place looks like, go over to Kevin's channel, and Kevin's channel is called Arizona Squatch. And he shot a little 1-minute pan around this morning when he first got up there and got his tent set up and stuff. He's got a brand new camera, and he's still learning how to use it, a brand new phone actually, and it's pretty slick, and the quality looks like it's really, really good. So anyway, that's the upcoming event. The little story I want to tell you is something happened last evening, and to kind of lay the groundwork for that, I got to back up a little bit. And you saw the opening, the paranormal is normal little sticker there. Well, that's kind of the slogan for the A Flash of Beauty Bigfoot Revealed YouTube channel. And of course, they interviewed me back on March 18th, and a little over a week ago, they went ahead and put their video up, the interview up, and it's about 44 minutes long. And I've talked about it before, but it's been doing pretty well. It's had 33,000 views. But as a part of that was on their channel, of course. A part of that, I picked up about 1,000 new subscribers out of it, and then quite a few more views, and quite a few people coming to look at my stuff. And I'll be the first one to admit, stuff I talk about is pretty controversial, because there's not a lot of people down the rabbit hole as far as we are on this stuff. But every bit of it's legitimate. Whether people want to believe it or not, that's fine. But anyway, I've also had, because of that, I've had a number of people reach out to me and want to talk to me. And so what I've been doing is when somebody does that, I give them an email address, and they can email me with their contact information, and we can chat on the phone. So anyway, last night was one of those nights, and I was talking to a lady that lives up in Canada. And she doesn't know I'm going to talk about her, so I'm going to keep it deliberately pretty vague. But anyway, so she took us a little bit to make the contact, but when we finally got to sit down last evening and actually chat on the phone, she told me a little bit about her background. I told her a little bit about my background, and a lot of my background was already in the interview, so she knew that part. But anyway, so in the process, she started telling me about the place where she lived at. Well, she kind of lives out in the country, and she lives on acreage. And there's a pretty sizable area of undisturbed forest behind her house. And so, she's telling me she'd had a sighting down the road a ways, and they found some tracks down the road a ways. And And but the way she described her house, my first thought was, well, they're probably there. So I asked her, I said, you want to do an experiment? You want to try something? Well, yeah. I said, well, let's go out in your backyard. Let's go out in your back deck. So we went out on her back deck, and she's got a bit of a backyard, and then there's the wood line. So she walked out toward the wood line, and I asked her, I said, are you feeling any kind of a buzzy feeling in your head? She said, well, yeah, I am. Okay, start talking to them. Just tell them that you're glad they're there, and let's see where this goes. So she did. So I told her, I said, well, tell them that Chuck from Arizona is on the phone with you, and that the name they have given him is Wista, and that they should know who he is, and that you're talking with him on the phone. So she did that, and when she did that, they started getting a little more active. And so I said, well, I'm going to talk directly to them through your phone and through you. And so I told them, I said, we really would like you to do something to let her know you're there. Can you do something? Can you break a stick? Snap. Very loud stick break. She was amazed. So then I told her, I said, I'm going to ask them a question that involves a number, and they very probably will give you the answer before I'm even done asking the question. So try to clear your mind and see what kind of number you get. Okay. So I asked him, I said, how many of you are here with us right now? I never even got the whole statement out. She got 3. So there were 3 of them there. She was absolutely amazed. She'd been living in the house for a while. I don't know how many years. She might have told me, but I don't remember. She and her husband both were pretty sure that they'd been around at some point in time, but didn't realize that they probably have a camp watcher or a house watcher on their house virtually all the time. And within that little short period of maybe 5 minutes, she got zapped and she had mind speak. Very, very, very cool. She was pretty excited about it, and I'm happy for her. I asked them for a name. Initially, they didn't give a name. And a little bit later, she emailed me this morning, and they can't text from where they're at, apparently. So she emailed me this morning, and she told me that later on that evening after our phone call, she asked them again about a name, and she got a name back, and the name she got back was Simon. Now, Simon's probably not his real name. He's probably a juvenile, but that's the name they picked so that there's something that they can call him. And so anyway, very excited. She was very excited. She emailed me again this morning to tell me about getting Simon's name, and she's just over the top excited about everything that happened there and knowing that they're actually there at her house. And we'll see where that goes. She's going to stay in touch with me, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So it's just a little tidbit, and I thought it was kind of interesting. And like I say, I'll head out probably, probably a little bit before noon in the morning. Nice thing about Westside that we like is that, number one, it's not a big long drive for us. Crazy Town is 88 miles from my house each way, and so it's kind of a long haul. And Kevin lives 20 miles further up the hill than I do, so it's 108 miles each way for him. But this area at Westside, it's up not too far from Kevin's house, and it's probably less than 30 miles for me to get up there. And the other thing that's pretty nice about it is it's got cell signal. Most of the places we go don't have cell signal, which means I'll be able to upload my posts from there. I won't be able to upload videos from there because it uses up too much data, and I don't have a lot of data on my data plan. So the videos I have to wait till I get back home, but I can upload posts from there. And of course, then my wife likes that because she doesn't like me being out of touch in case something happens, which I can understand. So anyway, that's my quick little report. As I always tell you, take care of each other and love each other. And the sun went behind a cloud, so let me give you one more look at old old flapper down there. And one more look. Jill from A Flash of Beauty Bigfoot Revealed gave me that sticker, and it fit on that little hanger that I got hanging from my mirror, or from my sun visor. And we've talked about that before, and that's pretty much the way things are. So with that, I'll tell you, until I talk to you again, I'll be talking to you. I'll make videos from up on the mountain, tell you what happened.